I'm Serj Markarian, and I'm an associate real estate broker with Halstead in Manhattan. Today, I have the pleasure of speaking with Bonnie J. Steeves, the founding principal of award-winning BJS Associates Interior Design. We're going to talk about paint, so what better place to talk color than Benjamin Moore's showroom in their color vault where all their color samples are stored. Bonnie, it seems like every year we hear about color trends. Is there really a trend in color?
So technically, color trends come and go. However, what we really want to talk about is how colors really impact you and how you work with colors yourself. It's really a jumping off point for you to really start a dialogue.
Since color trends come and go, would you recommend anybody to stick with neutral colors so they don't have to repaint their space every year to keep up with the trend?
Really? Absolutely not. The key is, again, to use colors in ways that make sense for you.
And how do you know what color would work in a particular space?
Well, it really comes down to the type of space it is, the location. You've got to think about the personality of the individual. You've got to think about the room, what kind of light it gets in there. Color can breathe new life into any area of your home. And Benjamin Moore honestly has thousands of colors. So really think about using colors in all kinds of different ways. Color can be used in ways that you probably never thought about, in ways that will bring the whole room to life. I like to take a lot of risk in the way that I design. And so, people tend to think of baseboards, trims, doors, often in white. And what I like to do is I use dark colors, like a dark gray, or it's like even going into blacks. They start to recess, and then I do lighter walls, and it makes the room look much larger. So it was a really impactful way to kind of rethink how you design your room. Think about a picture frame. If you've got a black frame and you've got a light, mat, that your eye is drawn literally into the photo. And what the black does, it just sets it up, it frames it, and that's what this would allow you to do.
That makes perfect sense.
So it's like, again, it's like think of the room as being framed.
So what is right about white? How do you choose the perfect white?
There are hundreds of whites available. So there's ivory, there's creams, there's warms, there are neutrals. If you're using a lot of blues and grays in a room, you want to use probably a cooler white. If you're dark floors, wood, you really want to make sure that you get a warmer white. So what is right about white? Pretty much anything can be right about white itself.
What are different types of paints and finishes?
Benjamin Moore has really some wonderful choices when it comes to it. Their Regal Select delivers a really smooth finish. It also is even washable. The Aura is their premium, and it gets rid of a lot of the imperfections, so you have a really smooth finish with it. They also have a new product, which is their Century, and Century is the first product that was delivering a smooth, soft touch matte finish, and it comes in 75 mid-tone to really beautiful jewel tones. The richness of the product is just extraordinary.
So Bonnie, say a homeowner wants to put their home in the market for sale. Is there any color that you would recommend them not to use in order to make the staging more welcoming and ultimately increasing the resale value?
So ideally what you want to do is that you want it to look fresh, appealing, and so the goal would be to make sure that you always have a fresh coat of paint. You want it to be able to illustrate the beauty of the home. It makes a big difference when you're ultimately trying to sell a home.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for joining me today and sharing your expert advice. For those of you who don't want to take on the task of painting yourself, Bonnie is happy to share a list of trusted quality contractors, and she will also give you 1 hour of free consultation about color if you mention this video. Also, a special thank you to Benjamin Moore for opening up their showroom to us. Benjamin Moore is truly the industry leader in producing the highest quality paint with the most expansive color portfolio. And finally, please connect with me on MarkarianTeam.com for any of your real estate needs.